Hey guys, Sam here with BatchStovez, and well, it's the middle of March, and it's probably, I don't know, 75 degrees here in Georgia. It's pretty hot this weekend for some reason. It's starting to warm up. It's a little bit too warm, but I had a overnight trip planned for today, and even though the forecast is kind of bleak, supposed to get some rain tonight. But you know, when you make these plans for these trips and you're really looking forward to get out in the woods, after you've been, just your head to the grindstone for so long, it's nice just to get out no matter what the weather. But I've been dying to check out my new hammock that I got from the Mech family. The hammock, it's the MVS, and all my other hammocks, I do have a Hennessy that was my very first hammock, but everything else is DIY stuff. And I've been going to the Florida Hang for the last couple of years, and I've looked at their hammocks, and I just really fell in love with them the first time. It's very unique, this 3 seasons canopy. Right now I have it open because it's very warm, but you can close it up. It comes with this stuff sack, and you can close it up if it gets cool. And also, what I really liked was the whole thing unzips, so you can go topless altogether, or you can get it with just the bug net, and it zips on too. The seams, the stitching, Lori does a great job. Everything's really nice. I was really impressed with the whole hammock. The lay is great. This is an 11-footer, and you can see I've got it in the blue and the gray, kind of my colors. It's really nice. We'll see how it works in the woods tonight. I've set it up at the house and just, laid in it for a little while, but I haven't actually slept in it yet. So it's going to be really nice. Pine Mountain, I'm on the Pine Mountain Trail in Pine Mountain, Georgia, just outside Warm Springs in Roosevelt State Park. And I've been here a few times. It's not really far from the house, and so it's nice for just quick getaway overnight trip. It's a really great place. They've had some storms come through in the last couple of years, and I mean some tornadoes, and it really blew down a lot of trees, but you can see none of the foliage is on the trees yet. It's still, early March, well, mid-March now, I guess, but the trees are still bare. But I suspect with this warm spell that it'll start, the trees will start blooming. You can already see some of the stuff blooming, and the trees will start filling out and getting the leaves on them. But it should be a good night. It's rain scheduled for like 3 in the morning, so we'll see how that goes. But been in the rain before, it's not really that big a deal. Should be for a good night's sleep. Alright, so later on I'm going to cook some red beans and rice with some Spam, and maybe a peach cobbler. And alright, so I got my dirty water hanging, my Sawyer Mini, and then the universal bottle adapter. And you can see it's just filling up on its own. And then I can go and do something else while it's doing that. When I hear it stop dripping, I know it's full, and I can swap out the bottle. Hey guys, so here we are at Pine Mountain, and I've got my 12 centimeter dry baking set up, and I'm going to dry bake some, if the bugs will leave me alone, we're going to dry bake some peach cobbler. So I got my 10 centimeter cook kit and my BS 1.1 alcohol stove. Get that set up and get that going. So inside I got my dry baking dish. I've got a spacer ring and a windscreen, which I probably won't need because it's not very windy. So I'm going to drop my spacer right in the pot, and then inside my dry baking dish what I've got is got a little olive oil. I prefer butter, but olive oil works because I can use it for other dishes. I'm just going to put a little bit in there, kind of let it work its way around. And then I've got a quarter cup of white cake mix, and I put some cinnamon in here, and one of your favorite peach cups. So what you do is you just put the peach cup in, juice and all, just dump it right in there. And then, can you see that? Can you see the peach cup? And then I'm just going to take the cake mix and dump it right on top. Like so. And we'll just put that right in the pot and get the stove going. So I got my favorite fuel here, my heat, and did you guys know that heat comes in with a free fuel bottle? Just thought I'd mention that. So I'm going to just put enough fuel in here just to saturate the felt that's inside. And I've got me a nice little setup here on this rock. We'll just get that lit. It's going. And then we'll just put this on top. And we'll let this go for about 20 minutes or so, and we should have our peach cobbler. So we'll come and check back later. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and take a peek and see how we're doing. Oh yeah, you can see that it is getting close. Getting close.
Oh yeah, that's looking good right there.
Yeah, you can smell it. Probably another 5 minutes or so. Then we can just kind of let it sit. Turn it down a little bit. I had it just barely, with just getting a little vent. Open just a little bit, just slightly, just to put a little bit higher heat out. But that's almost done, and then we're going to start on dinner. And I've got Spam and some black and red beans and rice with some Spam single. Very good stuff. This is a Vigo brand. You can get it at Walmart, Kroger. It's like $2 and you can get 2 meals out of it. So then you get a Spam single. It's about $1, I think, for the single. So for a couple bucks, a really nice tasty meal. And then I buy freeze-dried beans, and you can add more beans to it if you want. Works out really good. Alright, so I'm gonna give about another 2 or 3 minutes here, and then we will pull this off and get dinner started. Alright, so it looks like we're just about done. If you'll come in, you can see that it's starting to get a crust, and it's starting to really get thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it off, and we'll just set this to the side, and then we're going to work on our dinner, and we'll have our dessert ready. It'll be nice and cooled off by the time we get ready to eat it, and we should be good to go. Putting in a little water in here. Not much, about a ½ cup maybe. ½ cup of water or so. And we'll get that boiling. I brought a shallot, and so put a little olive oil in there with the shallot, and then we'll get this up to boiling, and then we'll throw in the red beans and rice. Okay, so we're boiling.
And black beans with sauce.
So what I'm gonna do is turn this down.
Look, you got first dibs on all the MREs. Don't tell me it was.
And then pour my red beans and rice in here. And I've actually got a little dehydrated bell peppers in here, as well as some black beans and red beans. And we'll stir this up. Get the lid on. And come back and check on it in about 15 minutes or so. See how we're doing. Alright, well, starting to get dark here, but you can see our red beans and rice is coming along, and I've kind of let my peach cobbler just sit here and rest. But I wanted to kind of show you what it looks like and how it kind of thickens up. And that's going to be really nice treat for breakfast. You can see it's nice and doughy, and then the cake at the bottom.
That's good enough.
So there is Trail Peach Cobbler. This recipe I got from Medicine Man 440. Appreciate that. Every time I eat it, I think about you. So, and I really appreciate the recipe on that. I kind of revised it. He used biscuit mix, but I used cake mix. But the idea came from him. Alright, it's getting close to dinner.
Maybe
I need it. It's kind of hard to get that into the picture. Okay. Thank you.
Ah, now that looks happy.
Hey guys, well, it's about 8:30 in the morning, and getting some water on for some coffee. Got my PS 1.1 and the 12 centimeter. I'm just heating up some water. Got me sitting on a little rock. I'm actually on a little hill here, so I set this rock up so I can have a nice little flat spot to put my cook set on, and it just happens to be next to this little stump. So I ended up with a nice little chair and to sit on. So I got some instant coffee here, and I brought me some fresh eggs, so I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs for breakfast. Said it was gonna rain last night, all night, but it only rained about a couple of minutes, and that was about it. At least that's all I noticed. It's real nice. The weather was beautiful. Was not cold at all, so I really didn't even need my top quilt. Kind of was just in the way, laying beside me all night. Mosquitoes were out in droves, so boy did I sleep. Man, I slept. My new hammock from the Mech family. Thank you. I couldn't say enough good things about the hammock. Every time I looked, this morning when I woke up, I looked up at the netting. All these mosquitoes were up there, and gnats. And I was like, nice that they're out there and I'm in here. So I look forward to many more nights in it. Let me get some breakfast, and got some leftover shallots from dinner. To go with my eggs. I've got my 1 egg wonder, but 2 eggs kind of fills it up. Alright, well, we're packed up and getting ready to head out. The sun came out, got a nice gentle breeze. It's getting warm though. It's going to be in the 70s today, probably mid 70s, high 70s. But this is Turtle Bluff in Pine Mountain, Georgia. I've been here before. This is a really nice place. There's a nice little creek down here, brook, whatever you want to call it. And you're up on this little hilltop. And this particular spot is real nice. Plenty of trees to hang in. Nice, good, sturdy trees. And there's another smaller, bigger spot down there at the bottom. But we're heading out. But thanks for watching the videos. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Stop by and visit at www.BatchStovez.com. Have a great day.